Being a full-time content creator is a blessing and a curse all at the same time. Let me tell you why. Hi, I'm Brixenta. If you're new here, welcome. And I'm a singer, actress, musician. I do a whole bunch of things. But if you're not coming, if you're coming back, if you're not new here, welcome back. I'm so glad you're joining and you're putting up with this. So, I just want to talk, I don't feel like enough people talk about what it's really like to be a content creator, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So don't get me wrong, there was a bug. First of all, being a content creator means that I can work from a place like this. So I am definitely not complaining, and I am not miserable like I was at any of my other jobs. But I feel like being a full-time content creator is championed because people think that, oh, it's so easy and there's no hardships anymore and life just becomes magically easy, but that's not the case. You actually work really, really hard to put in the time. It takes a lot of time and research. It takes a lot of research to do the marketing. It takes a lot of research or money. It takes a lot of either time or money, one of the two. You're going to be putting a lot of it in, and sometimes both. It takes a lot of time and to do the research for your videos, the research for the SEO, which is search engine optimization, the SEO for your videos, the research for your thumbnails and tags. Oh wait, we already covered tags. I don't know why I said that again. Thumbnails and screenshots and whatever not, and learning every single platform. There's like so much research that goes into it. And then on top of that, there's a whole bunch of research that goes into the brands you're going to work with. If you're a good influencer, don't work with just anybody. Don't do that. Don't do that to your people. Your people are trusting you. Even if it's 5 people, they trust you. Let them have a reason to trust you. So, I just forgot. Oh yeah. So researching the brands that you're going to work with or putting out there or putting your name with, and the people that you're going to connect with, and then formulating letters to contact the people you want to work with, the brands you want to work with. So like other content creators and things like that, the brands that you want to work with, whether it's be sponsorships or ads or product, testing or whatever that is. There's so much that goes into it, and then there's a crap ton of filming that goes into it, and then you have to edit it, and the editing is a whole process of its own. And you also have to like think, if you're doing videos, you have to think about like the speed, the timing. There's so much that goes into all of it, and the contrast and the colors and blah 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 blah. There's so much. So it's not just like I sit here, click a video. Sometimes it is, but like it's often not just I sit here, click a video, and then post it. Like there's I sit here, formulate what videos I want to do the research on them. Sometimes write scripts, sometimes write vague scripts, sometimes just write some ideas. Depends on what it is. Film the video, edit the video, download the video, hashtag the video, put the thumbnails up, and then put it in a playlist and make sure I have all the products tagged and linked and all of that stuff, and everybody who's been involved tagged and linked and all of that. And then I can post the video. And then you're not done there. You have to go into your analytics and see what's working and what's not working and why. Is it a matter of when you're posting, what you're posting, how long your videos are, who your audience, like there's just so much that goes into it. And like I said, I'm not complaining about any of this. I love that I get to do all this. Yes, video editing, that's not something I love doing, which is why I try to do minimal editing. So I have been filming long enough that I can do it, so I know how to film a video to make it very minimal editing, because sanity, because I'm doing everything by myself. At the moment, I will be very soon looking for an editor, but at the moment I'm doing everything by myself. So there's just so much that goes into it. But so like, first of all, it's not actually that easy. And then you also have to get brands if you want to do sponsorships and brand deals. It's also like something to keep in mind that it's not really a business if you're depending on other people like that. So like doing things that's gonna bring you business that you're not depending on other people. So like for me, I'm a singer, so like any of my tracks and albums, that's my business. Any of my merchandise, that's my business. So like that's just a side note to kind of keep in mind. And you do have to have like business sense, otherwise like you end up just depending on ad revenue, which isn't stable. So then there comes the other thing of like, you can work from anywhere, but that also means you can work from anywhere, so it's really hard to take a break. And so people demand a lot of you. There's a bug that just won't go away. The people think that you just need to be on 24/7, and that because you're a content creator, you're performing constantly and you're not actually human, and you should be at their every demand and every whim. And like I said, I love what I do, but like there are downsides, and I just want to talk to you about all of it, not just like the perks, you know. Because yes, there are obviously perks, and I think most of us pretty well know about that. But it's also good to know the reality of things, of like, if this is something you want to do, or if you're even thinking about doing something else, like just keep in mind like something else from what you're doing right now. Like just keep in mind like the grass isn't always greener. If you truly loved the process of what you're doing or want to do, then absolutely go for it, and I hope you get it. And there are going to be times where you burn out and want to quit, and you just get right back up afterwards, refresh, do whatever you need to do, and get back up. And if you try something and decide that you hate it, that's okay too. I'm just trying to give you more information, and so you're not just like smacked in the face when you go to do this new pursuit because you think it's going to be this easy thing to do, or it's going to happen really fast. It's just not, because if you're really truly building an audience, it takes a lot of time. And I forgot my point. I do this a lot. I was talking and I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so like one of the things, I have to set this boundary of I do not work Sundays, period. I don't do live streams, I don't film videos, I don't reach out to brands, I don't text brands back, so I don't email brands back, I don't email fans back, I don't do comments usually. I'm not always really very good at it. It's a work in progress, but if I have to set that boundary, otherwise I will just work 24/7, and that's not, you end up in not a very good place when you do that. Believe me, firsthand knowledge. So like something that I do is sometimes I do give myself permission to have a day off and just like go for a hike in the woods and not film any of it and not post any of it on social media, and just do it. Or I have workouts. I do those workouts and I don't tell anybody about it. I just do them. And there's like different things. Like I just like, there are certain things like I just keep to myself, because otherwise putting absolutely everything out there is exhausting and so much work. And it just, and like if you're in the public eye all the time, just having some things that are to yourself, it's just kind of nice just for your mental sanity. So I just wanted to like come, because like it is amazing that I can like work from the forest, or which I'm like clearly not that close. I'm clearly bedside of the road if you saw cars pass, but like I can work from the forest. I can sit there if I'm like feeling really tired one day, sit there, stay in my PJs all day and do it. I don't normally do that though. But like I can sit there and do my live streams and my videos and stuff, and I don't have to like dress up and look fancy. I can wear makeup or not wear makeup. I get to choose. I have a lot of control over what I do, and I can turn down brands, which I have turned down many brands. Not many brands, many, M-A-N-Y. I've turned down many brands that I just am like, nope, don't want to work with you, nope, and I don't have to, so goodbye, have a good day, I wish you the best of luck, but I don't think you're gonna do a very good job because you're not very nice, so I'm just gonna go this way and you go that way, okay. But so it's like there's a lot that's really good because like I do have control over my hours. Like if I need to, like Oh, and the pool, working from the pool is another thing I love to do. Like, I have pool pass in the summer because I take some classes in the mornings, sometimes in the evenings too. And then I just, like, anytime in between, I like go to the pool and do some work. If I have like editing and uploading and scheduling all that stuff out, all that stuff, I can do easily from the pool, which I actually need to do tomorrow because I didn't get any of it done today. Because like, and like that's the thing, like I have a friend that I hadn't met with in quite a long time, so today we took half the day after my swim class and got together, and then I got my hair cut, and now I'm doing my work in the evening because I can. And like I try to like set somewhat of a schedule because that helps my mental sanity too, because if you're just constantly having to work, it doesn't feel like you ever get a break. And if you don't ever have a break, your mind doesn't get a chance to reset, and so it's not a great thing. So that's also a disadvantage. Like being able to do whatever I want whenever I want is a disadvantage as well, because then I don't have anybody saying like, oh, you need to be here at XYZ time, so if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done, and I don't make money. Like, and not only do I not make money, you guys don't get the best of me. You guys don't get the best information, the best chance at me helping you. My entire purpose in starting all of this was to help you. So like, it's like a huge, if I don't get, like, I take it very hard if I don't get done what I set out to do. And so like, because I am like so constantly worried about that and constantly like working to make sure I get all this stuff out for you guys, having some sort of schedule is a huge thing for me as well. It's nice that I can rearrange if I need to, but like I do have to have some sort of schedule, because otherwise like I can't get out what I need to for you guys, and like that's like detrimental to me. And like also like goes into a whole bunch of self-worth things that I'm still working on myself, but that's a whole other issue, a whole other video. But also like, yeah, so it's just like taking those breaks and having the schedule and getting the things done that need to get done, like those are all things that are like actually like really difficult. So like I love being able to do my work when I travel, but that means I also have to do my work when I travel. Like I like can't, I don't just take days off. So I try to intentionally take some time off here and there. And when my aunt died a couple weeks ago, I made sure to take a couple of weeks off. I did do some videos, but like I wasn't like really strict on myself. I made sure I had videos scheduled out and stuff, but I wasn't too strict about things. As long as something got out, I was like, that's fine right now. And live streams I kind of cut off altogether, because live streams are huge. They take out a lot of time and energy. But yeah, like it's just, if you are going to be somebody that is a content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it, you have to be very self-aware. Otherwise you're just gonna run yourself into the ground, because hustle culture is a real thing and it will drive you to madness. I know this firsthand. This isn't like me sitting here judging everybody. This is me like saying like, I've been through this and I don't want you to go through this. So here we are. But hopefully this information was helpful, because like I said, like a lot of people talk about the perks of being a content creator or influencer, whatever you want to call it, and there are a lot. But there's also a lot of drawbacks and a lot of difficulties. So I just wanted to highlight like the reality of what it actually is. So I hope this helped with that. I love you, I believe in you, dream big, and take action.